The movie is set in Greek mythology, but there's also a lot of mythology about Christopher Nolan, and I thought it'd be kind of fun if I read a few things out there on the internet, and you can tell me if they're true or debunk them. Do you mind?
Depends.
Yeah, well, yeah. If you don't like it, we don't have to air it.
Okay.
But, okay. But all right, I heard that there are no cell phones allowed on a Christopher Nolan set, and furthermore, Christopher Nolan doesn't own a smartphone or have an email address.
True.
How do you do
shocking.
this giant movie with no email or text?
I am surrounded by people helping me all the time. So it's like, it would actually be pretty hard for me to get away from the information that people are trying to give me. So,
Are you tempted to get a smartphone?
you know, I kind of like, I have a flip phone, like a dumb phone I use when I travel and stuff, and that's kind of great. I think I would be horribly addicted to it if I had it. I think I would lose those pockets of time that I really value, where you're just thinking, you know, just sort of looking out the window and thinking about what your next film might be, you know?
Yeah. How about this one? Airport customs agents almost disposed of your IMAX film while shooting The Odyssey.
That is true, yes.
Why?
Painfully
How?
true.
No.
They opened up all the cans. It was when we were going to Scotland.
Scotland?
And yeah, I mean, I think film.
Is there a shampoo in here? You're trying to smuggle a bottle of water.
It was a massive amount of film cans, and they did not actually expose it. We were able to rescue it. But
were you sweating that one?
Oh yeah, big time.
You're like, I can't reshoot this, buddy.
No.
We were in a cave, yeah. All right, how about when Star Wars came out, you saw it 12 times at the movie theater.
Yeah, absolutely. The first Star Wars. I mean, that was the event. I mean, it's pre-home video as well, so if you wanted to see it again.
That's correct.
You know, there was no VHS machine or whatever. This is 1977, so I absolutely love that movie and still love it. And yeah, 12 times.
Then?
I was 7.
Yeah.
When it came out, yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
and your parents were in the film, or who would you see it with?
I dragged my parents, made them take me.
Good for your mom and dad. Look who you made, mom and dad. Come on, you gotta be proud of this guy.
There you go.
He's Christopher Nolan. That's fun. What did you love about it? Did you love the directing? Did you love the score? What was it about Star Wars that you loved? The humor?
I really loved the otherworldly aspect, you know, that you could go to the movies and the screen would kind of open up and just take you someplace, and you'd be in this other world for a couple hours. And I think a lot of the films I've made, and definitely The Odyssey, is kind of an attempt to get back to that feeling of, like, you know, anything can happen through that screen.
Yeah, like, where are we? You know, Tom Holland was on the show and we were talking. I go, when you get the call from Christopher Nolan, he goes, yeah. He goes, well, my agents didn't actually know what the movie was, so they said they thought it was a space movie or a vampire movie. And he goes, but either way, I said, yes, I'll do it. It was neither. It was The Odyssey. How about this? Before you were making movies, you were making corporate training videos.
Yeah, that's true.
That's
true.
For what? Like,
and different companies. Intel was one. I did. You know, you would do these little videos for what they needed in-house communications and stuff.
And was it like an $800 million budget on these training videos?
It was not. It was no, but it was actually a pretty good lesson. And you turn up in some exec's office who would have no patience, and you'd have to throw up a couple of lights. And so these people would have no patience with you, but they'd want to look great on camera. So, you know, you learn to light things pretty fast and move on and, you know, get on with it.
How about this one? You'll watch Talladega Nights, The Ballad of Ricky Bobby, anytime you can catch it on TV.
Shake and bake.
Shake and bake! Come on! Will love that. You make movies with your partner, Emma Thomas, a producing partner and life partner.
Yeah.
But also your kids are on this film as well.
Yes, we have 4 children, and we put them all to work on the film in different departments. So it was a family affair. It was pretty amazing.
I mean, obviously it's work, but I mean, do you get to just look at your kid and go, "It's pretty cool"?
Very quietly. I didn't want to blow the cover, you know.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta be cool, Dad. Yeah.
Yeah. But it was fun. It's fun when you go to work, and you could see your kid there, and then order them around and make them do horrible things. So it was cool. And they like everybody else on the shoot. They earned their pay. I mean,
They worked hard, yeah, absolutely.
They worked hard. Everybody did.
For anyone not familiar with the Odyssey, can we set up what the film is about? I mean, it's the oldest.
Yes. I mean, the Odyssey is really the story of Odysseus being missing after the end of the Trojan War. And so the Trojan War has ended, and he has not made it home. And so the story is cutting between the events in Ithaca, where he's from, where they're wishing that he would come back. And then we get to find out what's happened on his amazing journey home.
Yeah, and he has to get back to Anne Hathaway, who's also fantastic.
Yeah.
Everyone's great. Everyone's so good. John Leguizamo, by the way, loved him as well. I loved everything. So many good bits in here. I want to show everyone a clip. Here's a peek at the Odyssey. Take a look.
We'll raise the sail, follow the southerly winds.
Yes, sir. Agamemnon's rowing west on the known provisions route.
He's got more mouths to feed. We'll find places to land.
Are you sure it's a risk?
I've followed Agamemnon long enough. With a little luck and the right winds, we'll see some of the world, still be home before Agamemnon.
I was just saying, we got to see it on 70 millimeter. We got to see it, and we just all saw it with a bunch of comedy writers from our show, and everyone was just in awe, just in a different world. Loved every performance, loved the score, loved the lighting. I felt like I'd been through something. It was such a great experience. I can't thank you enough for all that you do for the industry, for the business, and thank you for making these great movies. Please make more and come back whenever you want.
And thank you.
Christopher Nolan, everybody. The Odyssey is in theaters and IMAX now. We'll be right back with more Tonight Show. Stick around.